Hello everyone, Alien Volt here, and I am playing Wildstar, or rather I'm going through the character creation screens for the Dominion. And the first up is the human race on the Dominion side, the Cassian. And as you can see, there are a number of options for character customizations. Starting off, there are 8 presets for the face, or rather the face style. And then from there you can open up this screen for customization of your face, and there's a lot of options. I've covered most of them all in detail on the Exiles video that I did. But you can see you can go through here and change the hairstyles. I'm not really excited about the hair in this game. I think they should have went with a little bit more of a skeletal system to make the hair follicles and stuff move more. So that way, you know, as your character moved, the hair moved loosely along with the head, which just really doesn't happen. They went with more of a stiffer look, although it does look good. It's nicely done. I just think that it could be more movable. The hairstyle, there's plenty, and you'll find a mix of modern day hairstyles to like medieval style, you know, knight hairstyles, to even more of a Japanese kind of anime looking hairstyles. This game is definitely not lacking in customization features. The face alone, you can make it completely different, as well as there's plenty of body types. As you see here, there's actually 9 different body types to change your mass and height. And now looking at the female Cassian. Seven different facial styles, as well as all the customization options. They basically cover everything from the eye shape of your eye, your eyebrows, your nose, your mouth, your chin, how tall and long and wide everything is, where it's positioned on your face. There's just a number of different features that you can actually customize on the actual facial appearance. This game actually really surprised me with the number of options that it provided. I wasn't really expecting that. I was expecting something more preset. And the jewelry is different between the two factions, but for the most part it's the same for all the females on each faction, whether you're in the Dominion or the Exiles. The graphics look pretty decent for the design that it is. It reminds me a lot of World of Warcraft. Maybe it's because I played World of Warcraft for so many years, but the environment especially looks a lot like WoW, the color system that they use. In fact, even the actual menu system for selecting your character's features like your hairstyle and face style, there's many more options in this game than in, say, World of Warcraft, but the actual picture display is very similar to what WoW offers today, just with more options. Now I'm finishing up the review of the Cassian here. And the Cassians are described as wealthy, disciplined, and superior. And as she looks that way in her pose there, long ago the Cassians were chosen by the Eldan to establish the Dominion. Now this charming looking beast is called a Drakken. And they're described as being savage, bloodthirsty, and brutal. Forged in the heart and the dust of their savage homeworld, the Drakken have come to the Nexus to prove they are the most badass warriors in the galaxy. That's actually quoted from their website. Badass. They also have 9 different face styles. The same customization options that are available to all characters are also available to the Drakken. So you can come back through and change, the size of the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, mouth, and chin to really change up the features of the character quite a bit. Let's see, looks like 8 different skin colors. Some of them not very attractive. It'd been really cool to get a bright red one. Make it look even more demonic. But since I don't really have red, I guess purple will do. That looks more like a fish fin there between his horns. Don't really care for that too much. I do, however, like the one that was immediately after that one, which by the looks of it is something I'm probably going to go back to, although those little spikes aren't too bad. That's a smaller version of the one that I like. Let's go back to the one that I actually do like. That looks more demonic to me. I don't really have much hair on him, just his little mustache there at the moment. I don't know that I like hair on him. I think I just like those horns there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the horns. I think that fits his look a little bit better, since he really doesn't have any hair anywhere else, other than maybe at the end of his tail. Eye color, I guess purple, since that's what color he pretty much is. Now the cool part, the horns. With a different hairstyle, those horns would look pretty badass. Those ones look a little too big, even though they do look mean. Not really digging the chopped off ones at all. Hey, I'm a gazelle. Hard to say, none of them really stand out and say, pick me. I think if I had a different hairstyle going on, it'd be a little bit easier. This demonic, like, I don't know, almost scaly thing I got going off my head right now for hair isn't really accommodating the horns too well. I think I'm just going to go with these. Let's see, I think I like that body type. He's got some pretty big arms there. He's pretty menacing looking. Alright, let's check out the females. Now that's pretty damn ugly. I think that's the best looking one right there. Let's keep that one. Again, they got the same customizable options. You can go through and change everything from your eyes, nose, mouth, and chin. All the placements and size of everything. Thickness, shape. Let's see, what color for her? She's got a mohawk. It looks more like a female version of the male hair that I took. I don't really care for too much. Not on her, I think it was a little bit too much. Again, nothing really standing out all that much. I think I like that one. Guess we'll go with the blue eyes. And let's see, horns. Look for a smaller set. There's multiple sets. Yeah, I like these ones. Alright, jewelry. Same option as all the other female races on in the Dominion at least. Big hips. I think that's funny they give you the big hips but still a somewhat slender waist. It increases, but well, there she is. That's how I'd make her if I was going to play her. Now here is an interesting fellow. This is the Chua, and I say interesting because he's the only one you can make. There isn't a female version of him right now. It's basically just him. So I'm taking a wild guess here, and I'm saying that he's basically a unisex character that's asexual that can reproduce on his own. That or he has both parts. I'm not sure. He's described as being tiny, brilliant, and psychotic. They're basically the scientists for the Dominion, and they invent all the weapons and technology features. But I'm kind of interested in see how this plays out. Whether they keep this one character for both sexes, basically, or whether after the beta they plan on implementing a female version. I'm not sure. But there's plenty of ways to customize him, but surprisingly, even though he's only the one individual, he doesn't have as many feminine features as, say, the Arwen do for the Exiles, which is kind of surprising for a character that, you know, basically is playing both roles. Alright, the fourth and final race of the Dominion is the Makari. And the Makari are described as calculating, efficient, and remorseless. So definitely someone you don't really want to mess with. They're engineered by the Eldan themselves. The Makari are a race of highly efficient killing machines that make it their business to eliminate traitors and spies on the Nexus. Sense of humor, not one of their strong points. These guys remind me a lot of the assassin or destroyer bots in Star Wars: The Old Republic. At least in the face, not really in the body design. Well, he's definitely fearless looking. Although I'm not real sure I want to play a robot. I could go for like a cyborg, but I don't know about a full-on robot. Absolutely no personality. It sounds like they don't have much, especially in the description, since it says that humor is not one of their strong points. I think he looks better, a little slimmer than quite so thick or buffed. Alright, let's look at the female version. So they got 7 different facial styles. Wow, look at that. Maybe that's just one big giant eyeball, maybe, you think? I don't know. I kind of like that one. So same customizational features. You can go through, change the colors. She actually got a red color, that's pretty cool. I like that. That bluish one looks pretty cool too. Oh yeah, I like that. Look at that. Not so much on that one. These other ones are like almost no hair in the back. Just a little bit of crystals. I like the bigger one, this one right here. I think that one looks really cool, especially with the floating crystals around her head. The red looks pretty cool too. Oh, look at the black. Oh, the pink's pretty cool. So just keep it at that. Hey, antenna's out the side. Not too big on that one. I think I like that one. That one's not too bad too. There's a few that look pretty cool. I think I like this one the best. Alright, body style. I think she'll definitely look better slim. Only because she's a robot and I don't really picture robots thick or very muscular. They don't need to be. They're mechanical. Well, that's pretty much it for the actual customizations. Just like in other MMOs, your races normally have specific classes that they can become, and some of them are limited. The Makari here can actually be warriors, engineers, medics, or stalkers. And the full description is off to the right hand side if you want to pause the video and read more about it. They're pretty self-explanatory. Now, one thing that I forgot to cover in my last video is, besides the actual classes, you actually have a path that you can choose, which kind of determines what quests you get. A soldier, a settler, a scientist, or an explorer. And again, the actual physical descriptions are off to the right hand side. It talks about them a little bit more in detail. But its primary purpose is basically going to be what kind of gear you get in side quests, basically on top of your main storyline. Okay, the Chua can be an engineer, an esper, a medic, or a spell slinger. And that is basically your choices for this little guy. Alright. The next race, the Drakken, can be a spell slinger, a stalker, or a warrior. And the class descriptions are the same no matter what race you are. And the last one, which is the Cassian, or they're basically humans, and just like the humans in the Exiles, they can be everything, so they're going to pretty much be your dominant race. They have no limitations on that. Alright, well that's going to conclude my video. Thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you next time.